Most unusual houses in the world. Hey everyone, it's Alexa again, back on Titanic. All over the world, there are people who have decided that they aren't going to call the average cookie-cutter houses home. These people have meticulously worked to craft their living spaces into some pretty incredible, unique places, and we have some of the coolest of them here. But before we get into it, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications of all of our new videos. Casa do Penedo. This house is more commonly known as Stone House or Stone Castle, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why. It can be found in northern Portugal, and Casa do Penedo translates into English meaning House of the Rock. The foundation, ceiling, and walls of the house are huge boulders, which is how the house got its name. And construction of the entire residence took 2 years between 1972 and 1974. Initially, the owners of this house used it as a holiday destination, but they eventually sold it, and today it serves as a museum of photographs and little relics of Penedo's history. Over the years, it's become a favorite attraction for tourists due to its unusual design and integration into the nature that surrounds it. Dick Clark House. Dick Clark's house may look like it's straight out of a prehistoric movie, or maybe the Flintstones, and it's supposed to. Found in Malibu, California, this unusual home has an interior made of steel and wood that's coated in concrete and painted to give it a prehistoric look. There are huge irregular-shaped windows, such as the ones you see here, that provide full 360-degree views of Channel Island, the Boney Mountains, Serrano Valley, and the Pacific Ocean. It feels secluded and private, tucked away from prying eyes near the Santa Monica Mountains on 23 acres, but it's still just minutes from the beach. When Mr. Clark built this place, it was nearly denied in the approval stage, but Philip John Brown, the architect, saved the day during his pitch. He made it sound like it was going to look just like a natural rock formation and got the Park Conservancy to give in. The home was put up for sale back in 2012 and eventually sold for the fair price of $3 million. Cube houses. These unique-looking houses are located in Helmond and Rotterdam in the Netherlands. They were designed by architect Piet Blom and are based on the odd concept of living as an urban roof, which basically means high-density housing with plenty of space on the ground level. The cubes are tilted at 45 degrees and are then set on hexagon-shaped pylons. The houses are meant to represent something like a village within a city, and each house is intended to represent a tree, and the entire set of homes, a forest. 3 test houses were built in 1974. Then in 1977, 18 of these unique houses were built in Helmond. Also in 1977, 39 of 55 planned cubes were built in Rotterdam on Overblock Street, just above Block subway station. The houses have 3 floors, a top floor, which is often used for a garden, the second floor with a bathroom and 2 bedrooms, the first floor with a kitchen and living room, and a ground floor entrance. They're different and fun, and we've got to admit, we've never seen anything like it. Fallingwater. Located 43 miles southeast of Pittsburgh in southwestern Pennsylvania, this beautiful home was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1935. Part of the place is built over a waterfall, making it pretty unique, and it was designed for the owner of Kaufmann's department store, Edgar J. Kaufmann Sr., and his family. It was completed in 1938, following very disturbing, childlike arguments and fights throughout construction between Kaufmann Sr. and Wright and the contractor. Luckily, the men pushed through, completing the house with a cost of $155,000, which included charges for the guest house, garage, architect's fee, servants' quarters, and the house itself. However, when that is adjusted for inflation to last year's prices, it equals out to roughly $2.7 million. From 1937 to 1963, the Kaufmanns used the home as their weekend place, but then Edgar Kaufmann Jr. donated it to the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy. It's on the Smithsonian's Life list of 28 places to visit before you die, and still stands as one of Frank Lloyd Wright's significant accomplishments. Habitat 67. This complex looks very Ready Player One and futuristic, and can be found in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It was designed by Israeli-Canadian architect Moshe Safdie and was initially meant to be his master's thesis for McGill University. It went on to be much more than that, though, and was presented at the World's Fair in 1967 when it was built as a pavilion for Expo 67. It's widely considered to be one of the most recognizable buildings in Canada and is used as an architectural landmark. At one time, there were 158 different apartments in the complex. However, that was scaled down to 146 today, as many units were combined to make larger spaces. The Canada Post featured Habitat 67 on a commemorative stamp that was distributed for the 50th anniversary of Expo 67. Church conversion. Utrecht in the Netherlands is where you'll find the next excellent home in this picture. It's a conversion project that turned a church named St. Jacobus, which fell into disuse in 1991, into a very unique house. The church was selected by Zec Architects for an upgrade, which was a stroke of luck for the building, considering there are hundreds of empty, unused churches throughout the country. It was used as various things after the church was no more, including a meeting place, a concert venue, and a furniture showroom between the years of 1991 and 2007. The home, built on the sacred ground, has plenty of amazing natural lighting due to the enormous stained glass windows and features wide open rooms. It's been modernized, but architects still managed to keep a lot of the old church in place. They used some of the old church pews to build the dining room table, kept the stained glass windows, the old doors, and the existing wooden floors. It's a work of architectural magic. Water Tower Home. Located in a village in Belgium, this impressive water tower was first built between 1938 and 1941. It was renovated into a single-family home back in 2007 by Baum Design Studio, and pretty much everything on the outside was replaced or repaired to its original state. The entire inside was utterly transformed and upgraded and set up for family living. A couple now lives in the minimal home and has kept a lot of the original design elements. It features concrete stairs and ceilings, a bedroom and bathroom, a panoramic terrace, and plenty of storage space. It stands 6 stories tall and allows the owners to control various things such as the intensity of light, the volume of music, and other electronics as the home comes fully equipped with IT technology. It's a beautiful transformation, done exceptionally well, and Chateau d'Eau, what it's come to be known by, is a place that any small family would love to own. Haas House. Pierre-Andre Senitzerg, the founder of a skateboard shoe brand, former pro skater himself, and world champion, is the owner of this next exciting house. There are 3 different sections in the place: the kitchen and dining room, the bathroom and bedroom area, and then the skateboard practice area. Although all of the different areas and spaces in the house are skatable and designed for some fun, the walls, ceiling, and floor are all connected, built so that if you wanted to and had enough speed, you could ride your way from floor to wall to ceiling and back down again. The furniture is all designed to be skatable as well, and there are many added standalone objects that can be grinded or used in many other awesome ways. Just take creativity. Heliodome. Eric Vasser, a cabinet maker in France, took time away from his day job to construct his fabulous new home. It's a futuristic home shaped like a sundial that harnesses the power of the sun and is very environmentally conscious. He set the house at just the right angle to provide great shade during the summer months to keep temperatures inside down. Winter was also considered as the sun is farther down on the horizon line, thus providing more sunlight and warmth to the interior of the home. This lets Vasser pay much less for their energy bill, and the smart thinking and building has been considered phenomenal since the first prototype was built in 2008. The building stands at 2,200 feet, and it used local companies to create the frame, which earns an A+ in thinking locally. To ensure good thermal inertia, it stands on a concrete base, and to heat the water, solar panels positioned on the edge of the roof capture sunlight. Keret House. This house right here can be found in Warsaw, Poland, stuck between 2 buildings, and it's the world's skinniest house. Its architect first pitched the idea for the house at the Wola Art Festival in 2009 and saw it come to life not long after. At its thinnest, this house measures a tiny 3 feet, and at its widest, a mere 5 feet. Edgar Keret, an Israeli writer and filmmaker, was the house's first tenant, and that is where the place draws its name from. Inside, there's a kitchen, a bedroom, a bathroom, a living area, and 2 unopening windows spread over 2 floors. To get between the levels, one must climb or descend a ladder as the space is too small for stairs. It's so tiny that it can't even fit a full refrigerator and can only fit a 2-beverage deal. Talk about small. Repurposed cement factory. Ricardo Bofill, a famed Spanish architect, converted this cement factory into a grand, livable home. He purchased the property in Catalonia, Spain in 1973 and did some pretty amazing things to it. There are over 30 silos on the grounds, towering ceilings throughout the residence, large, spacious rooms, multiple buildings, and it offers an incredible view of Catalonia. It's not just a home either, seeing as it is as big as it is. Today, it houses a residence, offices, a library, an archives room, a projection room, a model workshop, an exhibition space, gardens, and much more. It also features fantastic natural light from the giant windows in large rooms. It is indeed an architectural masterpiece. Alright, we've seen a lot of great houses so far, and we still have one more to go. But first, we'd like to ask you, if you could live in an interesting house of your choosing, maybe one on this list, which one would it be? Let us know down in the comments below. 1. Biomorphic House. Architect Ephraim Henry Pavey designed a very futuristic-looking free-shaped house, the Biomorphic House. It's built with an aerodynamic shape to withstand the winter storms that hit the area 1,000 meters over the Mediterranean Sea, where the house is located. It also provides energy for heating and most other electricity needs with the transparent photovoltaic cells that are fixed to the windows. Inside, the rooms are shaped like the outside. Flowing walls, floors, and ceilings give it the feeling of some kind of crazy cool spaceship. This place is a wholly organic, futuristic, beautiful, fun, and inspired house design, and we hope we see more like it in the future.